Let's see. Oh, we're going straight into it again. Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's stream. Hope you're doing well, had a great weekend and ready for some more battling tonight. It is going to be fun. We are actually playing a team that is based around, it's not my own Mate IC team. I didn't really get to play the Mate IC team. So, we've seen PsychoShop_I, who is a Japanese player on Twitter. They had a fantastic result, finished #1 in the rankings with this team right here. This isn't the exact team. He posted the movesets and abilities and items and things. So the EVs I've kind of had to put together myself, but this is a team. So he finished #1 in the overall rankings, so I thought, why not play this tonight? It's a little bit of a different take on the Zacian Kyogre team. Got the Bronzong in there, which is interesting for sure. Something that's been kind of picking up steady bit of popularity recently. And then you got the Incineroars there with a weakness policy, which is awesome. So it should be a lot of fun. There is a Pokepaste and a rental for this particular team down in the description if you want to check it out, try it out for yourself, be my guest, but we'll jump in and we'll have some games with it this evening. So top on. Little Moo, how are you doing, my friend? RT, Luke, Dart and Matthew, hope you're all doing well, my friends. Had a great weekend as well, hope you are all doing well, and thank you so much as always for hopping in and joining us tonight. Did you watch the regionals yesterday? I caught bits of it, RT. I didn't get to watch the entire thing, so I still need to go back and watch a bunch of the matches from it. But I caught the finals and I caught in between matches when I could, because I had stuff going on, so I wasn't able to just sit down and focus on it, which was a little bit sad. So yeah, between that and the Newcastle Man City game, you know, there was a lot going on yesterday that I didn't get to see. So Neutral69, who is your favorite Pokemon? Without a doubt, Tyranitar, my friend. Who is yours? Thanks for hopping in and joining us tonight. But I'm interested to play the Bronzong and the weakness policy Incineroar. I think they're going to be good additions. Also as well, I haven't played very much with Life Orb Kyogre as well, and I've played against it a lot and it hits like a truck. So looking forward to kind of playing that tonight as well. Tomacock, how are you doing? Bebum! Oh, dude, the goatee, it's gone, mate. I had a comment on Saturday night from friends about it, and I felt super self-conscious about it. So the next morning, I kind of did this like side-eye look at myself, and I was like, is that what they were talking about? So I got rid of it. Self-conscious, got rid of it. So I do apologize, mate. Neutral69, do you trade Pokemon? I do, but not on stream, mate. Yeah. Luke, no comment on the Newcastle result. No, mate. It was terrible. It was so bad, so bad. At least we're not relegated, though, this season. That's all I'll say on it. But City are just absolutely sick. I feel so bad for them, like, still on Wednesday night's result. I want to see them win a Champions League. I like Pep. I like their style of football. But, you know, I just wish yesterday wasn't as an embarrassing result. Right, we got to be quick. We got Palkia. We got Whimsicott, Porygon 2, Metagross, Arcanine, and Kali Ice. Okay, so boom. I think probably Dundee, Zacian, Kyogre. And let's go. Actually, let's go Bronzong, because I think Bronzong will actually be quite good in this one. Bebum, 7 months membership. Here's to 7. Thank you so much, mate. Mate, thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it. Big shout out to Bebum in the chat, everyone, and thank you so much, mate. Bebum, I really appreciate you. Think it looked good. Dude, I might grow it back. It shouldn't take me too long, maybe a month. It might not take me that long. A couple of weeks, maybe. We'll get it back. I just had that horrible, you know, I don't know. You probably had it similar. I don't know. When you're like self-conscious about something and you're like, you're just thinking on it the entire time, and it was like, oh God. Dart, I finished Moon Knight. The only thing I can say is Jake Lockley. Dude, that ending, oh my God, that was nuts. So nuts. Jake Lockley. Can we just pull in the Bronzong straight away? Maybe. Oh. Yeah, let's do that. And let's... should we just Behemoth the Wimmy? Just to get some damage on it. Kind of have a line to be able to stop. We could take a Max Quake in the process of doing this. I wouldn't be surprised if we did. Or even a Max Steel Spike. But we'll see. Little Moo, Lee, pick your team out. I know, dude, I'm sorry. Too much talking, too much chatting, catching up with you all tonight. We'll get there, we'll get there. I'll try my best not to time out tonight, I promise. Tomacock, do you think if they changed it so Pokemon were level 100 instead of 50 in competition would change anything? Probably not, Tomacock. I don't think so. They would probably do what they do now. You know, they have like that 50 benchmark. Ooh, Rockfall, that's a good switch then. That works out well for us. Yeah, so they have that 50 benchmark and everything gets leveled up to 50. So if they did it to 100, everything would get leveled up to 100. I would imagine that. So I wouldn't have thought it would change too much, really, overall. 7-month streak, but 10 months overall, apparently. Dude, I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much, mate. It's super kind of you. Support is amazing, as always, mate. And no spoilers. No, that won't spoil anything. That will not spoil anything. But yeah, you all have to let me know when you've caught up with Moon Knight. So good. I really have enjoyed it. So I can't believe I'm literally from Egypt and haven't watched Moon Knight yet. I know, Bevan. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? You need to watch it. It's so good. It's so good, dude. And the link with Egypt, I literally said to Tash when it first got revealed, I was like, okay, it's Marvel, it's got Egypt in, and it's like superhero stuff. It's like 3 of my favorite things ever. So it was like the perfect combination. You'll enjoy it, mate. It's really good. Lil Moo, need a team, man. Lil Moo, try this one out. Cycle Shop. That's their handle on Twitter. It's not their name. They've also got Eggy, which is their YouTube channel as well. If you guys want to check it out, let me know. I will link it in the chat for you, because they do occasionally do some battle videos and things like that. So, which is always quite entertaining. Right, let's just drop this Arcanine and then switch into the Bron. I think the Bron's going to be our win con at the end, so we'll do that. Filippo, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. I don't know why your message got deleted. I apologize on behalf of Nightbot. Arrival TV, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Tomacock, only thing I could see is maybe it would make the games last longer. I think, well, I honestly don't think it would make too much difference. I think because of the doubles, kind of the power creep would kind of creep up, so it would kind of all stay relative, if that makes sense. Could be wrong, of course. Okay, the Snarl coming out from the Arcanine, but it shouldn't really worry us with the Life Orb. Liam, how are you doing? Thank you so much, mate, and great to see you on the stream. Desiderator, how are you doing, mate? Happy Monday to you as well, my friend. Hope you're doing great. Thanks for hopping and joining us tonight. Filippo, I don't even know what to say about Nightbot. I need to replace it, to be fair. It's I think I've got something that I can set up in place of it, which would probably be a little bit better and less evasive, because I feel like it is so temperamental. So Arcanine gone. I don't know what the Metagross does to Bronzong, though. Little Moo, Doctor Strange second movie was awesome. I can't wait to see it, man. I really need to get out to see it. I already missed. I don't think I'm going to get to the cinema to see the new Fantastic Beasts film, which I'm kind of sad about. Which I'd love to go and see that movie in the cinema, but I think I'm going to have to do like a home premiere sort of thing with it, which isn't too bad, but it's just, you know, you want that experience when you're in the cinema. So I've got to make a point to go and see Doctor Strange, because that is just, I've got to do it. I've got to. Right, let's just Iron Defense, because I don't think the Cali's got anything either. Bebum, time for your visit to Egypt. Yes, mate. I would. Oh, dude, I would love to. Okay, I don't mind the Kyogre dropping, to be honest. That's fine. Someone caught the trailer for Avatar 2 came out today, and 13 years later we're finally getting the second Avatar movie in December. I haven't seen it yet. It came out today. I need to check that out. I love that movie so much. So good. Dart, I think Oscar Isaac deserves all the awards he can possibly get. He was amazing in Dart. I like literally off the chart acting. Like off the chart acting. I think like incredible. Like unbelievable. Like I cannot speak highly enough about how good he was. Johnny, how are you doing, mate? I hope you are good, my friend. Great to see you in the chat as always, mate. And hope everything is gone good with you, mate. Is it going to be Babiri? Let's have a look. Quite possibly. Quite possibly Babiri, I reckon. We'll go for it. It might protect anyway. I mean, the iron defense is not going to be able to do very much. There it is. There it is. Ryan, I've been testing with an offensive Tornadus with Life Orb, with Hurricane, Brutal Swing, Weather Ball, and Tailwind. So flexible to set up. Estream or Tailwind, been liking it a lot. Yeah, man. That sounds super good. Torn's been getting a lot of play recently, you know. It's been kind of like one of those things where we've seen Rock Slide. Huh. Going for that flinch, I guess. That'll get us. Ooh, we survive. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's kind of seen a little bit of a drop off with Wimmy. I know Wimmy's been doing well, but Torn's definitely been picking up a little bit of usage here and there. So, do we need to body? I don't think we need to iron defense anymore. What have we got in the back still? Still got Thunder. Okay, that's fine. Do we predict or protect? Probably not. And then just body press our way to victory. Here we go. Yeah, there's a protect. Okay, meta. Stomping coming in. Matthew, oh my goodness. I'm walking my dog trying to watch the stream, and some fat orange cat came out of nowhere and tried to attack my dog. I hope your dog's alright. I hope you're alright, mate. Sounds terrifying. Hope you're doing alright. Hit those moments. Wild animals just jumping out on you. Sometimes, yeah, the Nightbot ban. I know, dude. Nightbot's just... Nightbot. Daybot. The fighter of Nightbot. That's what we need. We need Daybot to come in and save us all. I don't know how it works, because I've not really set up any spam sort of filters, except to try and prevent the, you know, the usual spam stuff that we used to get frequently through the different bots and things that we used to get. But other than that, oof, Calyrex. Oosh, I didn't expect it to take that. I guess he is quite thick, Calyrex. Maybe +2. Yeah, +2 now. Not so good. Tom Caught, the first Avatar movie, was so revolutionary. CGI, yeah, incredible. Like when you look back at it, like even now, it's like it's nuts how good it was. Going for these slides. We should have doubled. Yeah, we should double the Calyrex, really. That's what we have to do. Sebastian, how are you doing, mate? So fantastic. Beats 3 and Doctor Strange, but my favorite yet, the Northern Men. Out of all of them. Really? That's interesting. Arrival. Has anyone seen Sonic 2? It was fire. I haven't seen it either, dude. I love the first movie. It's so good. So good. Filippo, yeah. Said yo, but added a few extra O's. Nightbot just needs to get a handle on things, I feel, mate. Again, I'm sorry. I apologize on Nightbot. Future 69, my favorite is Osirus, legendary Pokemon. Or better, legendary Pokemon are generally better. Some cool non-legendaries though as well. Vehicles, how are you doing, mate? How are you doing, man? I hope you are doing good. Great to see you in chat as well. Playing the long game. My opponent knows it's over as soon as this Cali goes. I mean, they can't really do too much to Bronzong anyway. This is Bronzong's like ideal situation. I think we're recovering just as much as we are taking damage. T-Boss, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Just want to pop in and say hi. Thank you so much, mate. Great to see you. Bit busy. Hope things quieting down for you, mate, but hope you're keeping well. And thank you so much. Great to see you in the chat as always. We could Trick Room. I don't know if we need to. Do we need to? I feel like I've not really paid too much attention in this first match. Bronzong's definitely carried us. But that says a lot about Bronzong, I guess, in this format, in the right situation. Johnny, okay, I'm all settled. How's it going, Lee? It's going good, mate, and the house is nice. Kind of settling in properly now, getting everything kind of the way we want it. So it's good, mate. Feels like it can finally take a big breath, so it's good. So as long as you don't get flinched over and over and over again. Let's see how much this Glacial Lance does. We're on like 119. It's done. It's done. It's done. Johnny, how are you doing though, mate? Fire type is Steel's weakness. It is neutral 69. It is. Fire is the type that we don't want to be going up against with Bronzong. Although after a few body presses, if they're physical, it doesn't really matter. I think we just let's get the Trick Room up. I think let's take some wise advice from Bevum. Opponent's definitely stalling, dude. We want to see the Protect here as well as we pull the trigger on the Trick Room. Dot, what do you think of the Reshiram Kali core? It seems like a good core. I love it. I love it. I think, who was it that ran it in EUIC? I think an Italian player. It's Dave. I want to say David. I don't know if that was his name though. But he got really deep in the tournament. Had such a good running with it. And amazing team. I really like it. The balance of it's nice. I think the concept of the team's really good. I would like to play it. We could play it tomorrow night on stream. It's a very solid team. Do really love it. Okay, GG to my opponent. That's a good start this evening. So hopefully it continues. Bronzong pulling us through that though. Okay, really good. Leftovers healing more than we taking damage. I know, especially from two like big attackers like that. It says a lot. Big as a piece. Glad to see you, mate. Was looking up Pokemon news the other day. Realized I hadn't seen you on in a while. I've been good. Patient for Pokemon updates, but good. Me too, mate. It's yeah, it's been, I think I had like 2 months where I just wasn't able to do any content, which was kind of sad, but thankfully now we're kind of like back in the swing of things, hopefully. So we've got Kyurem, Indeedee, Zacian, Reggie, Aleki, Amoonguss, and the Talonflame. The Amoonguss annoys me a little bit, makes it a little bit tricky. Also the Kyurem. Okay, we got Indeedee. It's tricky with Incineroar Zacian because without the parting shot, it makes it a bit more tricky. Because the lead against Kyurem, Indeedee, I always like Incineroar Zacian. If you got the Shucker there, you can always, you know, take the attack pretty comfortably from the Kyurem and then kind of return with a big, or at least position yourself well against it. Zacian feels like something we need to bring in rather than lead with though. Could go Kyogre, I guess. Kyogre, Inci. There's not really much else, and then our steel types in the back, which make more sense than anything. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's do that. Alex, that's the one, Luke. That is the one. I don't know. There's so many names I'm trying to think of for that event, and you know what? It's just like so cloudy without actually looking. Appreciate the reminder, though, mate. Johnny, I'm doing great. Finally put the last signature on the house. Congrats, mate. Shopping for all the appliances and stuff now. I'm quite stressful because everything costs so frequent. Tell me about it, dude. So frustrating, man. So frustrating. But hopefully it's all going well and smoothly, mate. And once you get it all sorted, it'll be super nice. But congrats, mate. Really, really happy for you. And please, it's kind of getting to those latter stages now. So that's good. Vehicles, it caught a legitimate Arceus, so life is pretty much complete on Pearl until the Pokemon Home update. Mate, awesome news to hear. And yes, we are desperate for updates. Like, so desperate for updates. There's been nothing recently. Where are we gonna go with this? Are they just gonna freeze dry us, do you reckon? Or are they gonna go Max Quake? I think like Max Quake makes more sense for the longevity into Incin, but if you suspect like a Sugar Berry, then you probably go after the Yoga and don't max. But they're gonna max. Let's go Water Spout. Let's go Doppler Slurry and max Incineroar. Let's see how this works out. Not really too sure. Sebastian, do you think that Sprigatito line will remain in 4 legs? I'll be upset if the kitty becomes a green Incineroar. You know, it's funny you say that. I was talking with friends when I was in Liverpool regional and was joking about it being like just a green Incineroar as end Evo. That was the big thing. I kind of expect it probably will stay on 4 legs. Because I think it will be such a meme if it ends up on 2 legs like Incineroar, because it's just a kind of a replica, isn't it, you know? So there's a part of me that hopes it stays. I don't mind honestly. I kind of like Incineroar, but it's kind of nice to have differences as well, where we're not kind of repeating similar sort of things. And most of the other cat Pokemon stay on 4 legs. Incineroar is kind of an exception, I guess. So yeah, it'd be nice if it stays on 4 legs, I think. So there's a Max Quake. Okay. What are you into? Oh, you're into Kyogre. Okay. Interesting. We do outspeed the Kyurem, which is good. They take this BF boost. They'll probably go Helping Hand into Incy next turn. Do a bunch of damage. But we get this BF drop as well, so that's helpful. And we should be able to kind of clear the field. But it'll leave us a little bit short, I think. Well, we'll probably be 2-2 or 2-on-2. Origin Pulse. And we'll go Darkness again. Johnny, I'm working on a pretty dope team. Any plans for a rental code stream in future? I have an Electrify Heliolisk. I would love to, mate. Yeah, I would love to. I mean, this isn't a rental team per se today, but it kind of is. I've literally just taken the 6, the moves, the items and abilities from Cycle Shop's Twitter post that he used in the IC, and kind of EV'd them myself to try and get as close. Was that the NDD? That's, yeah, annoying that was the NDD. Super annoying, but never mind. We all know Sprigatito will become a bit of a female looking Incineroar. Could be, yeah. Oh, 9 HP. Too much. I really needed to get rid of the Indeedee. I mean, we'll get rid of the Kyurem here, but the Indeedee was something I really wanted to get rid of, so when I can bring Zacian in, I don't really need to worry about it too much, you know? And that was the kind of the big thing, but we'll see. Matthew, you guys don't want to buy a house. There's a house market that's crazy over here as it is in the yeah, it's pretty nuts in the UK. We were really lucky with our old place because of how crazy it got, where the old place we had like inflated so much. Like it was kind of like we always had this idea that we wanted to move more into the country, so it made more sense for us to take the opportunity when it kind of arose to do that. So that was the main reason. Okay, let's see if we can do a clean sweep with Incy and Bronzong. Sub-Zacian wouldn't be good here, but we'll see. We'll see. DK, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're having a great evening, man. Thank you so much for coming by the stream. Great to see you tonight. Thanks, Shooter. Yeah, I think... or the text Shooter. Sorry. I'm getting it wrong. But yeah, I think just because we're maxed, we take it. Just EV and helps. I'm gonna see from the Zacian, like close combat. They're gonna Yeah, they're going to go after the Instinct. Not expecting the Protect there. Okay. And now we got ourselves in a nice hold position. The problem is the rain's up, which is not ideal, because you kind of don't want to be having to deal with the rain. How many turns of rain have we got? Too many. We'll go after the Zacian. We'll just get some damage on the board, because this should get the DD. They'll go Sacred Sword into Inci, and then we got Bronzong and Zacian versus whatever's left to come in. So let's see. In the rain, 50%. Way more. Body press range. There we go, Inci. We like to see it. Good cat. Good cat. Oh. Love to see this sub come out when it's too late. Texas, yeah, I got that after I kind of fumbled out the first bit, mate. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Okay, the Trick Room kind of suits us here perfectly, so. Adam, how are you doing? Thanks so much for coming by. The stream's alright tonight. So far, so good. The team's been pretty nice, so great to have you join us, though. Hope you are having a great day yourself. Right, let's see how thick this Aleki is. Aleki seem to be getting way more thicker recently, but it might just be the ones I'm playing. Okay, we're going to see the Protect on Zash. And the Blade. Okay, well, even if it takes it down to Sash, we got Quick Attack, so we Psychic Train should end this turn, so oof, no. Nowhere near enough. But that's nowhere near enough either. So we got this. Wolfie, how are you doing? Hope you're good, my friend. Thanks for hopping in and joining us at this, yeah. Who would have guessed Series 12? Zacian versus Zacian, eh? Tale of the season. Man, how much are we all going to be looking forward to Scarlet and Violet in the new format come like November time? I don't mind this format, but you know when you play a format for that amount of time, you are going to be like, we're going to be like, yeah, we're all ready. We're all ready for these new Pokemon. So, good game to my opponent. And Bronzong again. Pulling all the strings for us. Inci was surprisingly good there as well, to be honest. So, I mean, the whole team was decent. I can't really complain. So, let's get into the next one. It's kind of interesting, all the leaks that are coming out at the minute as well. In regard, not leaks. I keep saying leaks and they're not leaks. They're just rumors. They're just hearsay. But all the rumors, interesting about Scarlet and Violet at the minute. About 139 Pokemon, going to be the biggest kind of new bunch of Pokemon we've had, going to be comparable to like Generation 1, Generation 3 and Generation 5 in regards to numbers. How true that is, I don't know, but that's pretty exciting if we're going to get that amount of new Pokemon. Very exciting, especially when you think about like a regional dex. It's going to be really, really cool, because the majority of the regional decks will be made up of all these new Pokemon. We're not going to have very many others kind of coming into that regional decks for a format, at least you wouldn't imagine. Okay, we got Mina up next, playing Sarina, Zacian, Chandler, Kali Shadow, Nihilego, and Wimmy. Interesting team. Very interesting. Thundy's alright, I guess. Inci has a bit of a job against the Nihilego. Landorus deals with that pretty well. We can speed control's nasty. I mean, Kyogre's not bad as well. It's kind of like we want to be in that position where we can, so we want to lead off with Incineroar and then have like Bronzong in the back as a switch to maybe pull in, and then Zacian to kind of round things off. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try it. Let's go for it. Wolfie, if Scarlet and Violet, there's a Husky Pokemon, it would be sick. That would be sick. That would be very sick. There's bound to be a dog Pokemon. They do a dog Pokemon in every single gen, right? Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. Lillipup. But yeah, most of the time they're very good. Husky one would be very cool though. Johnny, dude. Scarlet and Violet can't come any quicker. Having live events to push the meta forward is amazing after the absolute staleness we've had, but I can't play Dynamax anymore. Yeah, I think a lot of people are like that, mate. Really are. Scarlet and Violet. Magnemite looks so clean. Oh man, you know, like all these kind of like, whether they're fake or not, it'd be interesting to see further down the line. But very exciting to see all of these Pokemon, you know. Is it obvious that I'm just going to switch to Kyogre? Well, we can't really stay in against these two. We can't really pressure at all. We can bring Bronzong in, I guess. We could even max and go. Flare Blitz isn't really going to do much. Are they going to? They're going to tail. They have to Tailwind, right? They have to Tailwind. I just worry about. Let's just protect Incineroar because I do worry about. It's high jump kick, right? On the Serena. If we could catch that, that would be amazing. Tell you, I wish they could release a Pokemon Direct soon, but it'll probably be around when E3 is in June. Yeah, I'd imagine like June time. Seems like the kind of the time when we'd probably get something like that. Oh, we do see it. Oh, this is gonna hurt. I think they go for it again. It's whether or not I want to pull in like Zacian to take it or not. We could max, but I don't know if we'll see the helping hand here. It's kind of the. Are they fast? Mostly fast. Like the big threats are fast. Probably better to get the Trick Room up now. Yeah, and if they taunt us, then they taunt us. If not, that's fine. We could max as well. And go after the Serena. Let's try that. John, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Sorry for the late reply, mate, but I hope you're doing good. And thanks so much for coming by the stream tonight. The decisions, Wolfie, I know, mate. Okay, Trading Lee got the first episode with you. Weakness Policy Kyogre team uploading to my channel right now. Yes, mate. Link me it when it's uploaded, mate. I really want to see it. Okay, there's a taunt. We don't see a helping hand, so that's kind of fine. See, high jump kick, proc that weakness policy. That's all right. We can't get our Trick Room up, but it's not terrible. It's not the worst. It depends what comes in though. Kali, Nihilego will be a pain. We could body press it twice potentially. It's just if it maxes, that's where it gets a little bit awkward. But we've got switches, so we'll be fine. We'll see what they do, but Nihilego would be something I could potentially see. With Chandelier, huh? That is... Have they not brought the Nihilego then? That seems nuts. Let's just bring in... Yeah, just go for the Shandy. Is it Sash Chandelier? It has to be, right? You have to Sash Chandelier. Because of Calyrex, like, you just can't get your Trick Room up if you need it. Unless you're Trick Room Wemmy, maybe. Nick, how are you doing? I hope you're well. I wonder what the new battle gimmick will be in SV. First, I didn't like Dynamax, but it's really grown on me. That's super nice to hear, Nick, because you don't really hear that too much about Dynamax, and it's nice to hear that there are fans of it out there. I don't mind it. I think it's harder for me because I'm like you might be the same. You might have played Pokemon for a very long time, but I think when I played BDSP and went back to like that kind of format, it felt way more like, you know, like Pokemon, how it, like I always remembered it being And I always prefer that really slow kind of way of playing. I don't dislike Dynamax, but I always have that kind of preference over how it's played. But the new gimmick, yeah, I think that's like the hot topic at the minute. Everyone's kind of dying to know. There's a lot of talk about all sorts of different things. I'm still sticking by my idea. It's not my idea, of course, but it's my thoughts on it about being a type changing mechanic. I don't think it'll be adding a third typing. I think it'll change the typing. Like, and if it's a double typing, I think it'll change one of those typings. Like your secondary typing maybe. Or it might even be your primary typing, you know? Okay, Kali coming in. That's where the sash is, for sure. Can Kyogre take it? I don't know what the Kali does to Incineroar though, to be honest. I think we just Origin Pulse. Just kind of don't want to give away the free. It makes it difficult for Bronzong to get any sort of traction in this match. It is maxing, it has to. But yeah, I'd love to hear what everyone else's opinions are on the new mechanic, because it is like, it's a big thing, you know. Dynamax, it's weird, like now, like every new gen we have to have like some sort of gimmick that, you know, goes along with it. Since Mega Evolution, really. It'd be interesting to see what they do with the next one, but what you guys think as well. What you think it's going to be. Can we take this? Helping Hand? I don't know. I don't know. No. Okay, that's not ideal. Did the crim matter? I don't think so. I don't think so. Hope they bring the new evolutions from Osirus. Yes, me too. Well, I think like we know that Hisuian Zoroark is confirmed, so that's pretty nice. We could. Okay, missing the Wimmy's not ideal. We need Bronzong in, but we can't. There's no way we can get the. We can't get the Trick Room set up. And I don't think we take a Helping Hand from anything. Okay, I think we do this now. And they have to attack the Zacian. They have to. Yeah, they have to attack the Zacian. So we go for another. I mean, the other thing would be if we could get a Thunder Para on it, but we'll go Origin. We'll protect Zacian here, and then the next turn, just we kind of need to get rid of it before it goes back to normal, because then the Astral Barrage is just going to wreck us. Yeah, and then it takes away their decision the last turn where we can switch into Bronzong. It's not really going to help us though, I don't think, because Kyogre probably still not going to take a. Well, it might take a +1, not a Helping Hand though, and definitely not after a Moonblast. And the special attack drop definitely not helping. I think Thunder's our best hope. If we can take it even. I don't think we'll even take a Thunder, to be honest. Let's pull into Bronzong. Let's hope we can do something and avoid a Max Quake here. Hope Kyogre can take it. Johnny, Shiny Chandelier is weird. You'd think a Blue Flames would look cooler. 100% it would, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would look. I've never even thought about it. Blue Flames would look so much better than the orange ones. But I guess it might have been. Oh, they called it. Okay. I don't think it mattered either way, really. The Phantasm probably got the Zacian. I think that's going to be our first L of the day. Unless we get. Somehow, unless we take this and get the Para. Nah. Not enough. I wonder if that crit did matter. I want to have a look. I want to see. Let's see. Because it's 100% Sash. Let's just go for Behemoth into Kali and then say that that's over. We're max a 92. And it would be Mudshot. It's gone off, right? Mudshot. And we were around 50-60%. Ah, nah, that's crit might have mattered, you know. I think the crit mattered. Max Quake with a helping hand from Kalion to Inci is 50 to 58%. I think we probably were either. I think we might have been just over that. So I think the crit did matter actually. I think Mark 1, how are you doing? Hope you're well. But good game to my opponent anyway. Difficult to deal with Calyrex when it gets into that position. Dropping down the rankings, taking too much. And Nick, I wonder what the new heal all status condition item will be like the Big Masala or Lava Cookie. I'm not too familiar with the delicacies of Spain. Yeah, I wonder, like Chorizo, is that how you pronounce it? Chorizo, I think, like the sausage, the spicy sausage. That might be what they go for. That would be that might be a good one. Okay, we got Dusclops, Incineroar, Amoonguss, Kali, Ice, Vinny, and Palkia. Pretty standard kind of Kali Ice team. Palkia at the minute. So Inci's not the play. They got the redirection there, so we kind of need to do is lay a little bit of foundations down before we go into this. I don't know if we bring Bronzong to this one, to be honest. Nah, let's go Inci, Thundi, and then Incineroar. Yeah, let's go that. Let's see. Yeah. I'm just trying to think back to that Incineroar that we had. I'm pretty sure it was above 50% though. So it would have been very close to knocking us out. But never mind. It's done now. So, Johnny, well, I can see it being pretty broken on some Pokemon. Many ghost types will use the dog type, a dog item, or vice versa, but it won't be busted. How I think it would work, Johnny, is I think rather than having something like it can change to any type, and I think each typing would be able to like in my mind, to make it more balanced, each typing would be locked in to be able to change to one other typing. So like steel would be able to change to, say, fire, for instance. So it alleviates some weaknesses but gives you other weaknesses as well, like, you know. So, and I think that would be the best way to do it, rather than say, oh, any type can change into any other type. But yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know. Is Palkia just gonna protect here? Kind of want to max lightning, even if it means Thundurus getting put to sleep here. Be alright. Oh, here we go. Jesus, come on, these bots have no decorum. They get worse. Chat, they get worse. I shouldn't even mention it. I'm bringing attention to it. We don't even need it. Right, let's see. Are they going Trick Room, or are they not even? Okay, they're sporing something. Sporing, I think they spore Thundurus. They have to, right? Spore and Trick Room. Hope they spore the Kyogre though. That would be so good for us. Nah, they spoil the Thundy. Okay, well that's kind of it's manageable. And there's a Trick Room, the TR. So Palkia gonna go for max. Did we just protect here maybe just to see what they're doing and install a turn of Trick Room out? They might try and get Kali Ice in though. No, they're not going to force that. I guess you want to get rid of the Kyogre. You don't really want it coming in on Orange Impulse. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's not what we want to see really. Spatial Rend into Kyogre. At least it gives us a turn to wake up. Are they gonna predict the Spatial Rend again now? The too obvious what we're doing. Zorok Gaming, how are you doing? Hope you're well, mate. Thanks for hopping in, joining us. Big Eartha, I know. Tell me about it, mate. That's the first time we've had them in like over a week, so touch wood that's the last as well. It's a Pollen Puff healing up the Palkia. Pollen Puff's so good on Amoonguss. I feel so bad for Shiinotic. It gets all the good. Ooh, we wake up. Nice. Speed Boost's not really going to benefit us right now, and this is not ideal for the Kali Ice coming onto the field. But could be worse. Could be worse. Johnny, I gave it a quick idea of what I think the new mechanic could be. Just scroll up a bit. Okay, mate, I need to see this. Well, I can see it being pretty broken on some of the Pokemon Ghost types. Okay, we're there, way up. Honestly, I think the new mechanic will be something like an item you give to one of your Pokemon that makes it change typing. Maybe with a stat boost tied with the type, kind of like Dynamax effects. So like an item that overrides the secondary type, or add the type associated with the item that gives you a boost. For example, an electric gem that adds electric type boost. Damn, that would be so bust, mate. That would be so bust. Do you think they would do that? I mean, the power creep's generally been like pretty insane recently. How many turns of Trick Room we got left? 2. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's see. My opponent can start to read these switches because they know they've not really got too much time. I mean, the double Trick Room next turn is a big thing, so we need to try and make that not a thing. So hopefully that'll work. DK trading, I know. It's the best. That's all I've got, mate. It's all I got for these bots. I don't know what to say otherwise. I can't stoop to their levels of how I really want to voice my thoughts on them, but I'm pretty sure I'm with the rest of you on that. How are you doing, mate? What's your favorite shiny Pokemon? Azumarill, I will say, is an easy one. Azumarill probably, mate, but I do like a bunch of them, you know. I'm gonna see Spatial Rend, aren't we, into Incy. They're gonna try and slap the Thundurus around. I think that's what we're gonna see. The Geyser into Zacian. Okay. Alright. Oof. Yeah, Nidoking, Porygon 2. I really like Porygon 2. And Nidoking as well. What about you, mate? Oh, did we lose Incineroar just for the fact that we could fake out? Or we could just protect. We're not protecting here. That's not. Is Thundurus going to be any good here? Really? Switching Thundurus though is no good. We need to switch a Kyogre and lose the Incineroar. Yeah. That's what we need to do, I think. Okay, they're just going to switch, which is fine. We could have protected, I guess, but I think even behind the protect, it's not ideal. I think the rain ends this turn as well, which kind of helps and doesn't help us at the same time. But I mean, getting Zacian out so we don't have to worry about the Intimidate the next turn is decent. It's just a fake out. Oh, is that an eject button? That's ideal. That is perfect for us. If that Incineroar stuck around on the field this turn, especially if our Incineroar drops, it makes it so difficult for us to kind of deal with the Palkia the next turn. I know we're going to lose our Intimidate, but at the same time, it's kind of fine. If we've got Kyogre Zacian on the field, we will be alright. Max Wormwind. Okay, Kyogre. Not ideal. Really not ideal, because now they're going to get the Trick Room back up, which is, yeah, not great. Johnny, you gotta go. Have a great night, man. Hope everything keeps going alright with the house move and stuff, and yeah, mate, keep us updated with how it's all going. This is rough. I think they protect the Kali here and just Trick Room with oh no, they can't. So we can protect, and we can try and drop an Origin Pulse onto the field. Because is the Trick Room ended? Wait, there is the Trick Room ended? It has ended. They're going to Trick Room. We need to, I think we need to Origin Pulse as well. We're -1 though, it's not ideal. Okay, we do hit. We need to land this Flare Blitz. If we can, that would be huge. I don't think we'll be able to, and even at -1, I don't think it'll be enough. So they're just going to Trick Room. Yeah. The eject button was not ideal. Not when they're not targeting where we want them to target. Yeah, that's it now. Tying up the score for the evening, I think. Is there any way we can get ourselves out of this? I don't think so. No, there's not. Hydro Pump miss, but then you high horsepower into... You just high horsepower, I think. Or you pull a switch into Incineroar. I don't think so. Or you just Glacial Lance. The thing is, yeah, I think we need to... hope that the Palkia misses the Zacian, or doesn't go Earth Power and goes something silly. Because yeah, the Glacial Lance, and then hope that they go Hydro Pump into Zacian. That's our only hope here, really. And then still, it's still a big ask. Nah, it hits. Okay. It's risky that though. They would have been better at Earth Powering just to get it. But that will do it. The Amoonguss got us good. I wonder if the Bronzong would have been a better shout in this one, really. Possibly. Good game to my opponent. Played it well. We didn't play it super well. But, okay. Just trying to think what other way we could have maybe approached it. Because there's no taunt on the team. It probably would have been better just going into, like, maybe maxing Incineroar. Having, like, Lando, Inci, Earthquake. Because they have to Trick Room, right? Weakness policy proc on the Incineroar. Yeah, that might have been a better way to go about it. Maybe. Oh, 1076. That's not ideal. Okay, we need to get way back down. Starlight Lunala, how are you doing, my friend? Hope you are doing well. Thanks so much for hopping into the stream tonight. And I'm so sorry I didn't catch you over the weekend, mate. Things came up and I didn't get a chance to hop on to do the trade, but hope it didn't cause too much inconvenience, mate. Be done. That's what you get for using the Max Cheese set in this format right now. Well, this isn't technically my team, so Max Cheese kind of, I can't really come back and argue that too much, but you know, it is what everyone's expecting. So, but we should have played that better, really. Bottom line. There's not really an excuse in it. Okay, we got Zacian, Kyogre, Raichu, interesting with the lightning rod there. Grimmsnarl, Rillaboom, and Incy. Okay. Thundy's a little bit more tricky to bring to this one, just because of the lightning rod. Does make it a little bit more awkward. The Raichu makes things really, really awkward for us to deal with, but we can still get rid of it. It's the okay, so we'll bring Kyogre. We could actually go Thundurus as well as a lead, because we shouldn't let the Raichu just put us off completely, I don't think. Lubu, thank you so much for the sub and thanks for joining us tonight. Zash, and do we want in? Oh, there we go. Be done. I'm blaming you. Distracted me at the start there. At this, I'm joking. Okay. Right, well, we're going in with Zacian and Incineroar against the Zacian Kyogre team. Okay, I need to be a bit more on point and stop talking to chat when we have a team preview coming up, because it doesn't help the timer situation. It doesn't pause when I'm talking. So, right, well, this is terrible because I don't even think we got Kyogre in the back, because I don't think it's one of our top 4 Pokemon, is it? I think we got Lando and Thundurus, which is pretty terrible. There's not really too much we can do here. Here we go, these bots, they're back. There we go. Okay, that should sort them out. Right, let's see what the damage is. Yeah, I mean, this is terrible. I don't even know if we want to approach doing this, really, because we've got no switch in here. We can double protect. It's probably not going to help us too much, but the Kyogre might not max here, just to kind of get some sort of head start with a fake out, a faster fake out, and just a water spout. Question is though, are they scarfed? Because that changes the whole dynamic of this next turn, really. Potentially. I don't think they are though. Because what we could potentially do is just max darkness into Kyogre and play rough. Oh, we could play rough. I just worry about the Kyogre protecting, that's the big thing, you know? And then just go and nuzzle straight into Zacian. I just want to get damage onto them so they're not... Let's not max Incineroar. So easy for them just to click protect on Kyogre, but it's so risky to switch in Landorus as well at the same time. They're going to help in hand. Okay. This connects depending on how they... Oh, they are scarfed. Okay. That's the dynamic change there. Dropped. Oh, yeah, there's not really much we can do. No, there's not much we can do. Not with Lander without protect. We can't do anything here. That's it. Team preview is just screwed us over. Which is pretty annoying. Okay. It's my own fault. I should be paying more attention to the timer, and I'm not. I'm too wrapped up in chat, which is not good. Not good for anyone. Right. Bad. Keo, thank you so much. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you so much for the sub, and if you are joining us tonight, hope you enjoy it with us all. Bebum, the bots, I know, mate. You missed the last sweep. That's the second sweep. They're pretty special tonight. Pretty special. Come on, my dude. You don't need to think about this. We are running scared. Right, okay. Here we go. This is not ideal, that one, but a timeout and team previews just, it's never going to work out. We can recover from this. It's fine. Bro, don't worry about it. It's fine. Honestly, mate. Woke up with a fever. My body's aching. Dude, I hope you're alright, mate. Hope you are doing okay, mate. And it's not anything too serious. Just take it easy, dude. Don't worry. Got a handle on it. We got a handle on it, dude. Just if you're sticking around, just relax, mate. Don't worry about anything like that. But yeah. Yeah, Bebum. Hope you get better soon, mate. It's perfect time though, Bebum. If you're feeling like you just need to rest, relax, get started on Moon Knight, mate. Get started on it. It's definitely, you will enjoy it. It'd be interesting to see your take on it, like on some of the Egyptian things as well, like the references in it, and if it's anywhere close to where you live or anything like that. Because I don't know, like, obviously stuff like that, it's like how much was actually filmed in Egypt, you know? Oh, you already did it. Oh, that's good news, mate. That is super good news. No opponents for us after that last display. They're all like, nah, we'll not. Come on, guys, you want free wins? We can do it. We'll be all right. The events over the weekend were good. As much as I didn't get to see as many of the events, the regional special event, as I would have liked to. Some interesting teams kind of popping up from them. Kali Ice, Palkia in particular, the Kali Ice and Reshiram team, especially in Indy, that had a really good showing. And Rinya's son really didn't really make a splash at all in either event, to be honest. So it was that was interesting. And also, if you like take into consideration all the, I know it's best of one, but still the IC results as well. There's some interesting teams that have kind of popped off at the top of that as well, which is yeah, I think it's going to make the next, what is this? What is this going to make the next month a few quite interesting. Okay, we've got Gastrodon, we've got Frosmoth, we've got Mimikyu, Yveltal, Ho-Oh, and Crocodile. Right, what is this we're going to be playing against? Let's have a little guess. Let's see what we think this is going to be. Frosmoth, does that get anything like priority to proc a weakness policy? Critical hit. It's got Frost Breath, hasn't it? It's going to be Anger Point Crocodile, I would imagine. Scarf, Anger Point Crocodile. Is it? Do you reckon? Maybe. I think Thundurus does pretty well here, though. That's the big kind of takeaway from this. Like, Thundurus pretty much wrecks this entire team, except the Gastrodon. I guess the Mimikyu is a little bit annoying as well, because the Trick Room goes up. That's a bit awkward, but we could go with Incineroar, or we could go Lando. Lando's kind of nice as well here. I think Kyogre, and let's go Zacian, because we need Zacian for sure. Young good Carl, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Thanks for hopping in, joining us tonight. I hope you're having a great day, mate, and enjoy the stream with us. DK Trading, yes, Bebum. We all wish you better, mate. DK Trading, what do you think of Coparaja testing him on a hard Trick Room team? We suggest for the fourth move, Play Rough or E-Quake. What's the other? I have Heavy Slam, Heat Crash, Power Whip. fourth. Is it AV that you're running on it? I'd also say like Earthquake, because then you got like, if you do decide to max it, you got a nice way to kind of boost everything's should we drop the Gastrodon? Are they gonna set the Trick Room up though? They're probably gonna burn something. Grass Knot. I don't really know, because I know this is what Psycho Shop was using, but I don't really know what the reasoning was behind the Grass Knot. It hits Groudon and Kyogre pretty good, but I mean it's probably just for Groudon more than anything. We'd be better off max flying, I think, and then go on Earthquake into Gastro, but Gastro could protect, so see what the Mimi does. Yeah, there's loads of Swordfish teams, like really coming back with a big bang. And some nice variations with stuff, like I mentioned earlier, like Tornadus, like picking up a lot of usage, so and not as much Wimmy as I kind of thought there would be. Big Gastro drop here. Yep. Bevem also being confirmed that none of the show was filmed in Egypt because of bureaucratic challenges the government gave the director. That's, yeah. I kind of expected that, you know, like, it's like, there's so many clips that, like, obviously in Egypt, but I did wonder whether any of them actually were, you know, if they were all just kind of sets and other places. Well, we're going to see this Gastrodon drop. So sad to have missed such an opportunity, but I hope my government learns something after the attention the show got. Yeah, I think that's a big thing, like, you know, you gotta hope that, like, okay. Yeah, you hope that, like, for the following seasons, with how successful it's been, that it does get, like, the government kind of retracts whatever decisions it's made and say, yeah, come on, do it. Starlight, thank you so much for coming by, mate. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll hopefully see you again soon, mate. And Durf, how you doing? Howdy from France, bonjour, my French friend. Sorry, I apologize already, mate. Yeah, let's get Zacian in. Always a pleasure for me when I can see you live. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure to have you join us as well. Thank you so much for coming by. Okay, what do? Do we take the burn from the Mimikyu and get rid of the Gastrodon? I mean, they've probably got Hortle, but Hortle doesn't really care about, because we could just Knuckle as well. The Gastrodon max Quakes for sure. We could max Overgrowth, but I don't really see that really being of any benefit. Let's just double up into the Gastrodon and hope the Will-O-Wisp misses. Or the Mimikyu might go for Trick Room. You never know. But if we can get a couple of max Knuckles off, it's kind of fine anyway. We kind of like overwrite what the burn's done, so it's not too bad. Oh my god, it survives. It survives a +2 play rough from that range. That's madness. Oh. Okay. And the Will-O-Wisp. Oh, and the Trick Room. Okay. This is still not too bad. It's not ideal by any stretch. Gastrodon drops. See what they bring in. The K2, yes, it was a heavy try and play rough because of the rise of Yveltal. Yeah, that works as well, for sure. I mean, it depends if you find yourself like maxing it a lot. If you do, then it might be better going the Quake, because then it gives you that kind of like supportive role alongside it, you know, as well, which is kind of nice. The Mimikyu is a bit annoying. Could we switch in? What are they gonna go for though? Because they can't like Snarl or anything like that. We could just max Lightning and just go into Ogre and keep Zacian for later. Depends if it's AV or not as well. Let's poke Ogre in and see if that will get us out of a bit of a spot. The max lightning should still do a lot of damage. Like we're -1 with Thundurus, so we should still hit pretty hard into the Yveltal, which does protect. Yeah. The Mimikyu protecting as well. Interesting. Okay, so we just got a free switch in. Dot. I don't know. In the comics, Moon Knight and Blade team up. That's pretty cool. There's also a Blade movie coming out. Yeah, there is. Yes, I think there's potential for more Moon Knight. That would be epic if that happens. That would be really cool. Okay, weakness policy. Has it got Sucker Punch though? That's a big thing. Has it got Sucker Punch? This is not AV though, so that's good. I think we scout the Sucker Punch. I mean, if it has, there's not really too much we can do about it, except get like Yveltal onto the field and kind of hope that they have to make a decision then, and we have to get the right decision. Cool. But if they've got Ho-Oh in the back, as you would imagine, well, either of the getting rid of either of these is going to be useful. The Yveltal's likely going to be faster than the Ogre though, but if we don't see a Sucker here, I think we'll be good to kind of just start rolling with Kyogre the next turn. Oblivion Wing, okay. No Sucker Punch. Ooh, they double the Kyogre though. Okay. Not quite enough. So the is it max speed Mimikyu then? Is it gone? I don't know, because it's not. We've not really had anything where I can really tell. But we should get the Yveltal with a Water Spout. It's just depends on the speed of that Mimikyu. Woodhammer we should take. Origin Pulse is definitely the more reliable of the two. But a Water Spout, if they're max speed Mimi, which they could be with Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, let's click the Water Spout button. Let's see. Oh, they're slower. They're very slow. Okay, that's not ideal. Origin Pulse would have been the play. Yeah. Max speed Mimi though. Okay. Can the Wild Charge get this from here though? That's a big thing. They're Wisping us this time rather than Woodhammer. That's nuts. Okay. At least we know the speed of that Mimikyu now. And there's no Sucker Punch, so just we don't really have the turns to stall out with the okay, I guess we yeah, go Yveltal. I mean, we could go after Mimikyu, but let's not. Crit to add insult to injury, Bebam, yeah. Not ideal, but Paul, how you doing, mate? I hope you're doing well, and thanks so much for hopping in and joining us tonight. We're having a great day, and enjoy the stream with us tonight. They're going to double tap that Thundurus with the Mimikyu. No, they go for the Kyogre this time, so Wild Charge should drop the Yveltal here. We get Zacian. Oh, it doesn't. Come on. Okay, well, we get Zacian in. We've got like barely any health. Kyogre's got maybe one more turn left in it. And they've probably got a Ho in the back, which is not ideal. Have they got Shadow Sneak as well? I doubt. I think we would have seen it by now. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the crit definitely didn't help because it means that the Kyogre really hasn't got as much of a chance to hang around now with the burn, and we probably go down now to the burn damage. Whereas without the crit, oh, they reveal the sucker. That's hilarious. Okay, brilliant. They kept it. They sat on it for all this time. Fair play to my opponent. Opponent did well. I've been gone the last couple of months. Wife had a baby. Congratulations. Happy to see the stream. Great to have you here, Paul, but massive congratulations to you, man. Super, super nice news. Hope you've been loving the Moon Knight series. Yes, mate, I have. It has been incredible. That's kid. Definitely a big uh-oh. Well played from my opponent. Time for the surprise quick attack. 100%. Have we got enough to do this, though? We should have quick attacked there and then thundered into the Mimikyu, but we couldn't really know that the Mimikyu was faster than Kyogre, which kind of locked our decision to do that there. But yeah, and like I say, I don't think we really had. Please survive this somehow. I don't think we will. No, would have been very, very close though. Oh, this is terrible. Not terrible. It's not terrible. We can pull this back. We got plenty of time tonight, chat. We're getting warmed up with the team. We're learning how it's working. We've had some, I guess, ladder stuff. So it's to be expected. Let's continue on. There's a team like Avengers that has Blade, Moon Knight, Punisher, Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider called Moon Knight Sons. I've never read the comics of that. That sounds pretty cool though. That's a badass squad though, isn't it? Ghost Rider as well. Imagine if they bring back Nick Cage. It's Ghost Rider. Oh my god. That would be hilarious. Didn't Nick Cage, like, after he filmed like Ghost Rider, have some like proper profound like experience with the role? I swear I read that somewhere. I don't know if it was like just made up, just fake news, but I swear I read it somewhere, and I thought it doesn't surprise me because he kind of dropped off from doing like A-list films after that. I enjoyed Ghost Rider though. It was cool. Was there a second one? I think there was, but I could be making this up. But I haven't seen it if there was, which makes me think I might just be making it up. So we'll see. But yeah, DK Training, it would be amazing if they brought that back for like the second cycle. Right, let's pull our fingers out. Let's start doing some work. Okay, Incy, Dialga, Mewtwo, Meowstic, Gastrodon, and P2. Nice team though, especially with the Mewtwo. Meowstic gonna threaten with all sorts of things from Yawn to T-Wave, screen support as well with that Prankster ability. Kind of annoying. Bronzong does pretty well here. I mean, the Dialga's pretty hard walled against Bronzong. I don't really know what Mewtwo does to it either, unless it's got like a... I mean, if it's got a fire type attack, then it gives it a way to deal with it. Porygon 2 with Foul Play, I guess, causes us a few issues, but not a massive amount. Okay. I think we'll go Incy, Zacian, Bronzong, Ogre. Do we really want Ogre in this match though? That's the big thing. Do we need Ogre for anything other than the Incineroar, which we could use? Ogre's just generally good though, isn't it? It's just we are totally walled against the Gastrodon, which is not ideal. But against the other stuff, it can kind of match up to it. Not too bad. Put some pressure on, but I guess Landorus might be a better pick in general. Can kind of work alongside the Bronzong with the Earthquake and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see. Nova, yes, there was a 2 or maybe 3, even a 3rd. The second one was more self-aware. Okay. Cage's Ghost Rider is the only choice. 3rd 2. So there are 2. Okay, so they have to bring Nick Cage back. They have to. Okay. Make it happen. Make it happen, Disney, Marvel. Do something. It's a prehistoric comic run of the Avengers with a caveman Ghost Rider who rides a flaming woolly mammoth. It's a definition of badass. That sounds epic. Now I've just got these pictures of Nick Cage is doing that, just going ham. True, they're gonna go. Could we pull into Bronzong here and then pull into Landorus, I think, as well. Probably not a bad switch in general, because I think they got Max Wormwind into Incy anyway. And if they do attack the Zacian, it's going to be Max Quake, if anything at all. But they could go Trick Room. That's kid. Very true. DK trading, is that Mewtwo? I see, kind of low-key rooting. Root away, mate. You got to root for Mewtwo whenever you see it. We hardly ever see it. I love the Pokemon still. Nick Cage on a mammoth seems more accurate than Ghost Rider on a mammoth. Yeah, 100%. I would pay to see both though, for sure. I still like, if you know, he does a bunch of like B-list movies now. Which is like, it's like nothing wrong with like that sort of movie at all, you know. Where are we gonna go? Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do? You're gonna Max Quake into something? I think, are you gonna read us? Maybe you are. Maybe you are. If you read a Max Quake into this Landorus now, you deserve this. You deserve this. But I still like Nick Cage. I would still watch his films, like, even if they're like really like straight to DVD titles. You know. Put two, come on, let's see what we've got to do. Just need to stall out these max turns, really. The Steel Spike coming out, it's a smart choice because it does so much damage. Yeah, it's the safest option, isn't it? And it gives you that little bit of extra protection against the iron defense as well, because they're gonna foul. I would imagine they'll foul play with P2 now. You've got to imagine they will, and just Steel Spikes again, I would think, just to cover everything. But I do think we'll probably be able to get an iron defense up and probably pull an NC here, because a foul play, what's it gonna do to us? Are we? I think we're 0 attack IV as well, so it's not gonna hit us massive damage. It'll still do a decent chunk, but I'll not be like, oh, they're gonna double us. Okay, still think we take both, to be honest. The Dialga really hasn't got really too much out of their max turns. Ooh, Shadow Ball, huh? Okay, that's definitely one thing you could go for. Kind of need the weakness policy proccing on the Incy now. That would be the big thing, because we're not going to be able to get a Trick Room up with either of these sitting on the field. I mean, they're probably Thunder, right? So we could potentially get a Trick Room up with Bronzong. But it's kind of risky because they could just thunder that slot. They will thunder that slot anyway. It's just whether or not we just protect and max. Ah, here we go. Right in the middle of a turn. Right. I think we Trick Room and hope that they miss their thunder. See what they do. More time. Huh. Wow. Okay. We still have to protect this next turn with Bronzong though. I mean, do we though? Could we... Yeah, the Shadow Ball's still going to take us down. We kind of need... Although... If we max... there's no point in maxing with Inci. And they're just going to reverse the Trick Room here. Or do they? Do they just take Bronzong down and just reap the rewards of the Trick Room? There's no point of maxing Incineroar at this range. Thanks so much, Bebum. Oh, the ally switch. Okay. Yeah, maybe Gravity Hypnosis for the Thunder. It makes sense. Roar of Time. I feel like I need it. Oh, it's risky protecting in front of the P2 that could just reverse the Trick Room at any stage. It could just go... How many turns of Trick Room have we got left as well? Because that's a big thing. We've got 3. 2 after this. Okay. Let's just go for that and then go for the Darkest Lariat into the Dialga. Hopefully get the Dialga here. See what this P2 goes for. No ally switch, which is decent. Shadow Ball, that should probably take us down. Yeah. And then the Darkest Lariat will get the Dialga. Fine, so we're still in Trick Room. The P2's still a bit of a threat for Inci, but it depends on the set that the P2's got. Like, Tri Attack potentially. Let's bring in Zash because I can't really switch Zacian in the low health it's got, and I'm probably gonna have to pull it out anyway. I think because of the Intimidate that'll come onto the field. Yeah. Okay, I think what we'll do is protect Zacian. Yeah, protect Zash. Lando's like a big Maxmon here, I think, so I can't see us taking an Ice Beam though from a P2 into the Incineroar here. Yeah, makes sense. That's Kid, yeah. Just for that Hypnosis threat in general. And then again with the ally switch play, it makes sense too. Alright. Alright. Don't know what to say to that. No recover P2. Big call that though. I know we're like 15 health, but still, if I click the max button there. Well, they get it anyway. So it pays off what they do. It does pay off 100%. P2's just, yeah. I blame Neil for this and his P2 video that he put up about a week and a half ago. Dang. This score does not feel good, chat, tonight. This does not feel good. There's no coming out of this. There's no coming out of it. Oh. Fair play to my opponent. Sniped the Landorus switch in, which is good for them. Not so good for us. Like I say, there wasn't really too much of a risk in it for my opponent at that stage because the Inci was so low. The Ice Beam was going to get it anyway. So, good game to my opponent. Let's move on and try and salvage this evening's score. P2s are wild at the minute though. But it makes sense, like they're like, I guess the kind of pickup of like Kali Ice. When you've got like an offensive threat like P2 that can, you know, get that special attack boost if people are kind of forgetting how to EV against it in particular. maybe mate, but maybe not as well, who knows. But yeah, P2's like generally super good. Just Trick Room, no recover. I know a lot of Japanese players have like not been opting for the recover and just the 3 attacking moves. I fall into that, like, I always fall into that trap of being like, it's foul play, it's Eerie Impulse, because it's just been the set that's been around for like the majority of the format, but it's probably not the more optimal set to play, for sure. I don't know, Bevum. I don't know. Like I say, there's no risk in that play, so, and you know what's in the back. So if you know I'm going to adjust, you can be like, you can be smart and say, no. I think I need to manage that a bit better. The Bronzong was the big key there for us though. If we could have just kept the Bronzong around for a bit longer. Like the damage that we took from the max lightning, which I wasn't expecting, and then the Shadow Ball as well, totally threw me off completely. Yeah. But P2 is so diverse as well. Our ranking's so bad we can't find a trainer. Come on. What do we got? We've got to pull this back. 4 matches. Get positive. There's no way we can end like this tonight. But I always liked P2. It just felt, I guess even a Trick Room P2 probably not even like, you could even play Icy Wind as an option on it. I just feel like Trick Room's hard to play in this format in general. Trick Room's not bad. I just feel like it's harder to play in this format. Like you instantly put yourself at a disadvantage, I think, playing Trick Room. If you haven't got the right lines to kind of get it set up consistently. Mr. Nelia, I think this is Mr. Nelia. I think it is. It might not be. But we've got a Lunala, Groudon, Venusaur, Grimmsnarl, Kartana, and Talonflame team. So, cool team. Sun, Venu. Talonflame's nice inclusion. And you've got the Trick Room switch. Obviously, Y-God stuff with Lunala as well. So, Inci's a big player for us in this one. For sure, like. But we need to be very careful with it as well. depends what we want to kind of lead with. Like Thundurus is nice as well with this lead. I'd always want to bring Kyogre, I think, to this match, just for a bit of control. The one thing I would say we got to be very careful of with that Lunala is the fact that it could have Meteor Beam. It probably does have Meteor Beam. So do we want the Zacian, the Bronzong? Probably the Zash, to be honest. Probably Zash. Didn't know it got Icy Wind Bevum? Yeah, it gets everything. That's who I'm thinking. The Sleep Powder threat's a little bit awkward. That's why I got the Incin, just for the fake out pressure there if we do need it. Sleep Powder Venu though. Okay, Talon Lunala. That's pretty good. Swords Dance Groudon. No AV, yeah. I miss having Parting Shot. That's like the one thing about this is like it's nice having Protect on Incy, but also Parting Shot is a big miss. Because it's just probably one of the best moves on. Meteor Beam is incoming. 100% on either of these targets, to be honest. We could kind of adjust, I guess. Pull Zacian in here. I don't see the Talonflame doing anything other than... Okay. I don't know what we've done. We've timed out, though, with Thundurus. I think we Grass Knot. Quick Guard. Going for that fake out. They're going to Meteor Beam, though. Hopefully it's into the Incineroar. This is the play, the big play to get rid of the shadow shield now. Got to be into the Incy. Got to be into the Incineroar. Special attack boost. No, it's into Thundy. Okay. Still not terrible. Dude, I know. Grass Knot. What? I need to stop playing competitive streams. Just... Oh, we're gonna see the Groudon come in. I just feel like we're getting baited where the Venu's gonna hit the field and I'm gonna regret maxing the Kyogre. Yeah, I'm gonna go this. I'm gonna go this. And I'm gonna go Water Spout as well. I mean, Lunala could max here, but I don't think it will. Or max Rockfall. So what's the Talonflame gonna do? Tailwind? Lunala Protect. Tailwind. Yeah, okay. It's a shame we haven't got the Lando on the back, because the Lando right now would be such a good switch against the Groudon. It's incoming. Sash Talonflame as well, huh? What we could kind of do is Lunala into Zacian. with Kyogre. Yeah, I love Lunala. I think it's such a great Pokemon. The Shadow Shield's still so strong in this format. The BB. They're going to double into Zacian, which is a little bit annoying, I think. Yeah. +1. We're not going to be very close. And then comes down to what their last two are. Venu, Groudon, I would imagine. Which could work out, alright, depending on what they do. If they Sleep Powder though, with Venu into Incineroar, then we're kinda done. Yeah. But could max no, we don't max guard. No, I think we need the weakness policy proc. I also think we need to probably max darkness into Venu and Behemoth Blade into it as well, just for the speed F drop, because Kyogre outspeed both when it comes onto the field. So I think if we can get that max darkness drop onto that side of the field. Depends where they Sleep Powder though. Are they going to allow? Yeah, they're going to Sleep Powder. Are they going to allow the Behemoth Blade to get off? They'd probably sash Venu as well though. That's the big thing. But if Incy can get an attack off, that's huge for us. Nah. We're not going to get the Behemoth. Should have been better into Groudon, but let's see where the Groudon attacks into. Max Quick. Oh, they got the Tailwind up, of course. I'm a fool. I'm a fool. I'm literally not switched on tonight at all. Yeah, and the Max Quake booster just no help to us. Quick attack would have been way better if I'd actually, yeah, remembered about the Tailwind that the Talonflame had set up instead of being a proper. Chat. Why is my brain? My brain is just not. Tailwind running up. Easy targets Incineroar, but it doesn't really matter where they target. JJ the Neko, thank you so much, mate, for the sub, and thanks for joining us tonight on the stream. Great to have you in the chat with us all. Groudon into Kyogre. Or maybe not. Yeah, okay. We need Incy to wake up. We need a big fat chunk of damage onto this Groudon. It is a... Clarity, you have a girlfriend, don't need websites. That is the best answer I ever heard to these dang bots. Let's see what they go for. I mean, there's not really any hope. I feel like this is going to be X6, yeah. Ugh, rough. The weakness policy as well. Here we go. Just to make it worse. Yeah. Just a line of bad decisions here. Because, like, you think in this situation, Bronzong, again, would have probably been alright. Weakness policy done. Oh, I feel like just taking the score off, but it's good. It makes me think about what I'm doing. Which is not a lot, chat, but I will try and carry on. Miss Nelia, if it was you, good game. If it wasn't you, good game still. Well played, well played. Ladder has been brutal tonight on us, friends. I'm not going until we are at least level or we're positive with our results. We are not ending this way. We are not ending this way tonight. We've got to pull this back. Right. Hitch. Okay, Solgaleo, Finny, Kyogre, Tornadus, Rillaboom, Entei. Brutal swing from Tornadus is kind of annoying to deal with. I mean, Inci's really good in this match against the Solgaleo. Also, Bronzong's pretty nice here, other than the Entei, but I mean, the big thing is, obviously, if we lead like Inci, it's not great, because, I mean, Thundurus Inci's not too bad. We kind of then could cover, I guess, the Kyogre Tornadus lead. That's probably our best lead overall. And then Bronzong. Are we going to bring Bronzong? Probably, yes. I would say, yeah, we'll bring Bronzong, and then I think we need Kyogre right on. It's a little tricky against the... What do we just bring Zacian? Because then the Finny becomes a little bit more tricky to deal with if Thundurus goes down early in the late game. Let's bring Zacian here. Okay. Gotta end it on a win. We gotta pull this record back. Mate, we're gonna do it tonight. Start the comeback right now. We gotta. We cannot end like this. It'd be disastrous. It'd be the end of my competitive career in Series 12. Take a hiatus and come back when Scarlet and Violet comes out in November. Right, we got the brutal swing, not the brutal swing, the bulldoze combination coming out from the Entei. Okay. It's whether or not we can. They'll proc our weakness policy. They'll max quake. We should take +2. Yeah, we should take. Yeah, we will take a +2. We'll take a +2 for sure. It's just whether or not we can get the return on it, which is the big thing. I think we just try and lay as much damage as we can down into it, to be honest. Okay, let's do that. Callum McKenzie, thank you so much, Callum. Thank you so much for the 6 months, mate. That is so generous of you. So massively appreciated, mate. Apologies, busy again this evening. Good luck, Lee. Thank you so much, Callum. And great to have you dropping in, even if you can't stick around, mate. Clarity, the real achievement is when I went 0-10 in Great Ball last month. Beat that, everyone. Yeah. Well, we might do that tonight. We could do. But yeah. We've all been there, you know? It's like, it's horrible when you're going through a bad patch and it's like, how do you kind of get out of it? You just... Sometimes it's good just to take a step back a little while and then kind of come back to it when you're a bit more refreshed, you know? Callum, thank you so much, mate, and I will catch up with you very soon, hopefully. Right, Solgaleo. Can we take the +2? That's the big thing. It wasn't a calc I ran, but I'm pretty sure we should do. Like, Inci's pretty fat on the defensive side of things. So any damage into that Solgaleo is really useful right now. Okay, there's a max quake. We know. Ladder is 100. So horrible. And we take it. Okay, that's good. And we know that the Entei is scarfed. The Bulldoze won't. I don't know. Will the Bulldoze do enough to us the next turn? It's going to be close. But we get rid of the Solgaleo pretty easily, so that's good. Yeah, rarely play ladder these days after getting a real taste for a real VGC at Liverpool. Yeah, ladder's one of those things, like, it's good for general practice and things, but like basing, like, I wouldn't like base how successful a tournament team's going to be on how well a team does on the ladder, because they're so different, you know. I think we take the Bulldoze. I don't think we take the double up though from the Tornadus, whatever it's going to chuck out at us. It'll probably be, will it try and tailwind? That's the big thing. I don't really care what the Entei's doing, to be honest. We could even max strike into, it's probably not worth max striking because we -1 speed anyway. Actually, it is worth max striking. If I'm completely honest, it's definitely worth max striking, because that Entei, if it is scoffed and it sticks around on the field, it's worth just lowering its speed, so we don't need to worry about it messing with anything else. Just gotta hope we can, yeah, we just about take it, so that's good. I mean, the issue is we're literally just gonna see a tailwind the next turn from the Tornadus, but that's kind of for a limited time only, right? And we kind of lock the Entei into, like this turn we lock it into Bulldoze if it stays on the field, so that's a big decision for my opponent. I don't think we max guard, because I think we try and catch whatever comes in on the switch, which is either going to be, it's going to be Kyogre. I think they've got the Kyogre, that's what they do. I think if they don't want the Entei locked in, they switch it out to Kyogre now, so they've got it for the late game, and we get the Kyogre and the switch in, and they tailwind with Tornadus before it gets taken down. It's their only option, like they can't attack with it in front of the Thundurus, so we should get the Kyogre as well. Yeah, so they're kind of like their hands forced in this situation almost. Okay, so this will take the Tornadus down, which is ideal, and +2 Darkest Lariat, definitely take the Kyogre down. Chief, how are you doing? I hope you're well, mate. I hope you're doing well. I wish they would restrict Legends again on the next season. VG is more fun in my opinion when you have tons of weird mons and goofy viable strats. Yeah, I can't disagree with you, mate. Having to run legendaries makes the meta much more prevalent and defined. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate, but I think they've confirmed that this format's running 100% until after, well, it's going to be the rule set for the World Championships for sure, so it is going to be here for a little while longer, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I do know what you mean. Okay, that was better. Good game to my opponent. That was better. Okay. Tournament is not like online ranking. There is best of 3 in tournament. Yeah, that's the big thing as well. The Showdown's very centralized as well, so it's really good to test ideas out on though. It's not like something you should dismiss, but so different. Bastian, how are you doing? They should allow more mythicals next season. I would love a format with the mythical Pokemon. It'd be so good. It'd be so good. Okay, Zacian, Groudon, Charizard, Incineroar, Gastrodon, and Grimmsnarl. Pretty much Rinyasun. Classic Rinyasun. How are we gonna approach this one then? We got Thundy. Gastrodon's a bit annoying. As it always is. I think Kyogre. Thundurus. I think Bronzong. And do we want Incineroar or Lando or Zacian, to be honest? Probably Zacian, I think. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that one. Start this for anyone. How do you keep yourself mentally fresh during live tournaments when you have multiple battles through the day? Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It is tough. I think just drink plenty of water. Make sure you take breaks. Go for walks outside if you can. Chat with friends. Make sure you're eating. I'm terrible for eating though. If I eat, my concentration levels go to pot. It doesn't matter what I eat either. I've tried loads of different things. If I eat during a tournament, I'm really bad. Like my concentration levels for they do dip terribly. Even if it's not sugary, if it's a complex carb or it's high protein, whatever, it doesn't seem to really matter too much. Right, okay. Well, what are we gonna see then? I want to get rid of the Grimmsnarl, but at the same time, they're probably just going to switch it to Gastrodon. Just go double into Zacian here. Let's see what they go for. Okay, they're doubling. Where's the Iron Ball going? Onto Kyogre? Oh no, they're just light screening. Okay, the Origin Pulse. At least we'll get some decent damage onto this Grimmsnarl. I guess the big thing that they're wanting to do here is probably get rid of the Thundurus, which threatens the Charizard that's likely in the back. But if they got Charizard in the back, then it means... well, they can't have Charizard in the back, because then they wouldn't have Groudon. They need Groudon in this matchup. So it's Groudon, Gastrodon, isn't it? We could... they probably play rough into Kyogre now, I think. Could max fly into Grimmsnarl. That would probably be enough to get rid of it if they don't go for... yeah. It doesn't put us in a great position against the Groudon that would come in, which is... decision. I don't think the Gastrodon... well, the Gastrodon is definitely not coming in here. But it depends where the Zacian goes. I do think it probably goes play rough into Kyogre though. We're just going to see a Reflector from the Grimmsnarl, which is potentially definitely something they could just do. Okay, the Thunder Wave. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Well, that works out. Because this should get the Grimmsnarl. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Now the Groudon comes in. And the Groudon maxes for sure. But we can kind of play around what my opponent's trying to do. Kai Hi Tang, thank you so much for the sub. And Kai, if you are joining us tonight, I hope you're enjoying the stream with us. But massively appreciate the sub, mate. Okay, so Groudon in. I think we could totally pull Bronzong onto the field because I think they max the Groudon here. It's just we're not really doing too much damage to... Like, I mean, we can just Water Spout as well. It's just not really going to be doing much, and we probably lose the Kyogre in the process. Whereas we could get just decent damage onto the Zacian. And we do have the Grass Knot for when the Groudon does, when we're not maxed anymore. Because it should, it won't do that much. I really don't know. I need to drop Psycho Shop a message just to ask him about the team, really, because the Grass Knot, it doesn't really make too much sense. But it'll be there specifically for like Gastrodon or Groudon. But I'm like not super comfortable pulling the trigger on Grass Knot on either a Groudon or a Gastrodon when there's definitely other options on the field, you know? We'll take a Behemoth Blade, I think, here from the Zacian into our Thundurus. You've got to think. And as a kid, oh my gosh, the same thing happened to me when I ate before my battle at a tournament. It kind of messed up my floor. Yeah, it does that all the time with me. Like completely messes with just my concentration levels and everything. I just cannot get back into like a good frame of mind after I've eaten, and it's to the point where it's so detrimental to what I'm doing, which is super frustrating. Do we just Max Lightning again? And if Thunder drops, or do I Trick Room here? It's just nah, if they go Max Flare. Okay, what are we gonna see? Gastrodon? Yes. Scott, how you doing, mate? How's the gameplay like? Oh, it's not going too well tonight, mate. Not going. The record's not going too well, but we're on the comeback at the minute, so I'm going to try and pull it back. Okay, Groudon coming in. That's fine. The Max Rockfall will take Thundy down. Oh, we could have Trick Room there. But at least we can get Kyogre on the field. They have to yawn into... Well, they will yawn into to Bronzong for sure. But Gastrodon's probably not going to wait to touch Bronzong at all. I mean, Groudon has... But if we get 9 defense up now and we manage our Kyogre and the weather well, I think then we're kind of fine. Yeah, we just protect. They're going to max Flare for sure. That's the big annoyance here. So we could Water Spout. Just I don't want to take a Max Quake. I really don't want to take a Max Quake. But the damage onto Groudon would be nice. It really would be. Because it hasn't taken a and it's, yeah. Probably puts it in range for Behemoth Blade to take it down. We'll lock in with it. We'll go for it. Yeah, that's Behemoth Blade range for sure. And then Bronzong can hopefully deal with... Oh, they max Rockfall. Huh. Okay. Sometimes suffer the defeat at the links. Yeah, mate. Yeah. How's the golf been going, man? There's the yawn. Okay, this is more manageable. We just don't really want to give the Gastrodon like more boosts than we need to. But it does depend what the Gastrodon set is for sure. Because I think to make it doable, we probably need to Iron Defense again now rather than attack. Just protect with Kyogre, I guess. Well, this is super passive, like protecting with Kyogre, but I don't really want to give Gastrodon another boost until I know a little bit more about what it's running. Stun Edge, okay. And Ice Beam. Okay, Bronzong going to sleep, but it's not really worried. So Ice Beam, Earth Power, and the Gastrodon. The only threat is that he crashed from the Groudon, so Bronzong can literally just, as soon as we wake up, get a body press off onto the Gastrodon, and we can kind of start moving things in a better direction. Yeah, it's not even worth. We can't even, no, we can't do anything. Yeah, we'll be alright. Professor Oak, how you doing, mate? This Gastrodon could have a... Oh, nah, it's got Protect. Okay, there we go. That Groudon's definitely done with. By punch. Let's see how much this does. Not enough. I think a big crit is what they need. The problem is with giving the boost to Gastrodon is when Zacian comes in, it's not going to really be able to take the Earth Power like I would kind of like, you know, the unboosted Earth Power like I'd want it to, you know, which makes it a bit more tricky. And of course they've got their own Zacian in the back as well. No, it's nice to be back on stream, mate, after such a long time kind of out. Yeah, I really need to wake up and get a body press into the Gastrodon, and then I can hopefully put it in play rough range, because it'll be out of play rough range at the moment. So there's a precipice. That's the Earth Power. Okay, doubling into Zacian. Yep. I needed you to wake. I needed you to wake up there. I needed you to wake up, Bronzong. I still think we're alright though. Hopefully. Yeah, I think we play rough into the Gastrodon. Oh, I hate play rough. Sometimes I hate play rough. I hate play rough. Alright. Come on, Zong. Okay, there we go. The yawn's a little annoying to deal with, but if they commit to yawning this next turn, right? If they commit to yawning, then we get the Gastrodon, which is one step closer for sure. We're +4 defense, so, and then I guess we would go after Groudon. Oh, we better go. Now we get rid of the Gastrodon now. It's kind of annoying that the play rough missed, because then, you know, we would have at least had. Yeah, so we get rid of the Gastrodon now. The next turn I think we Trick Room. And hope Adventus can kind of hold out. Maybe Behemoth was safer. Would have put in a body press range, yeah. Yeah. Probably Bebum. But you kind of never count on the... Oh, the Zacian's probably in body press range now, to be honest. We could go for it rather than Trick Room. Ooh, do I get greedy or do I go for... Let's go for the body press. Let's just do it. I feel like the body press... Oh, of course. We should have Trick Roomed. Greedy, 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 greedy. Okay. Scott the cat had 4 kittens yesterday. Super cute, mate. Hope they're all doing all right. That is nice. That's really great news, mate. That is really great news. Have these two got enough to take the Bronzong down? Should have Trick Roomed. Or at least got rid of the Groudon. Like the safer players there, you know. We need to wake up. We need to wake up now. Like now. We need to wake up. We need a 1-turn wake or we lose this. And we just threw it really for not Trick Rooming when we were talking about Trick Rooming. Nah. It's done. Yeah. Nothing to say but GG to my opponent. That's okay. Got really punished for the greedy player, Bevan. Right, friends, I've got time for one more tonight. I do have to shoot off after this, though. I would have stayed on longer after the next one, but I do have some other commitments that I need to kind of get to. Feels bad, this score, though. At least let's try and end it on a win. End it on a win. What teams do you want to? What teams would you like to see played on Wednesday night for the rest of the week? Because we'll probably play something else. I was thinking like a Cali team, Cali Shadow, but we could also play the Reshiram Cali Ice team. And we got this team kind of similar to what we played earlier with the Frostmoth, but this is Eternatus and Ho-Oh, which is super interesting. I'm still to make my mind up on this team for sure, because I'm not like 100% sure on how I feel about this team. Zacian and Kyogre and do you want Thundurus here or no? Or Bronzong? Or even Lando here would be maybe an option, because it's pretty decent with the Sash as well. Just nothing to really Earthquake next to makes it a little bit more tricky. Probably Thundurus, I think. No, bring Thundy. Your Palirex Ice team. Palirex. Faramosa for support. Ah, Pally. Okay, dude. If you send me it over, Cali Ice would be cool, or something off meta like Zygarde. That sounds cool. That sounds good. I gotta give all the credit to Psycho Shop, but I'm not cut out to be playing it. I don't think I understand the mods of the team as well as what I would need to get the results like he's got. I think there's some really nice builds within the team, in like moveset wise. But again, I haven't got the exact team. I haven't got the EVs that he was playing with, so there'll be some differences with this team to what I had seen. But it has been nice playing it, and I think when the team has worked, it's worked pretty well. What are we seeing here? I don't really know what to expect from the Frostmoth, to be honest. Is it Sashed? Icy Wind? I have no idea. Okay. Arcanine. DK Trade, and I got a Speed Swap Shadow team from Mudsdale holding a weakness policy. The team using the last I see. Nice, that sounds super hype. I love that. Scarpy, the team that got the tell. They played in a Nerfless tournament this weekend. Oh, who was it? Alex, wasn't it? Alex played it. He got top 4, didn't he? I think with it. Yeah. Really great results. Like, super nice to see him doing so well as well. With a really cool team. Like, super good team. This is the hard thing here, because it's like, okay, right now you'd be like, okay, I can just parting shot out of this position and like get a reposition without having to like pull a double switch almost, if you know what I mean. because I don't want to keep either on the field. I think we'll bring. I mean, what are we gonna? Probably gonna see. Yeah, we'll go this, and then we'll go Kyogre on the Zacian slot, I guess, because more than likely, if they're staying in here, they've got some sort of fire type attack they'll throw out into that slot. Arix, what's your favorite archetype? Favorite archetype? Probably, it's weird. It's probably an archetype that I haven't really played at all, and that's the Palkia Kali Ice archetype. I really love it. I love the trick room mods in it. I think it's a really cool. It's a cool team. The Wisp. Okay, the big Wisp. Or the Kali Reshiram. I love Kali Ice, to be honest. It's definitely one of my favorite Pokemon for sure. Could we be cheeky? I mean, what have they got? Because we're not. I don't think we're going to be. We could really do a lot of damage. I know it seems so. They're not going to allow us to get an attack off. No way. Let's just let Thundurus drop here and just protect with Kyogre. I'll definitely play your team, Bebum. Send it over to me, dude, if you can, on Discord. Send save to Paolo. They make up challenges to try and reach higher ranks with different random teams. That would be kind of fun. We should totally do something like that. I think that would be a lot of fun to do. Liam, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're good. Thanks so much for hopping in, joining the stream. I have no idea what this Frostmoth is trying to go for, though. Let's bring in Zacian. Let's try. Here we go. The bots are relentless tonight. All right. And what's the Frostmoth doing? Bug Buzz, Icy Wind, Tailwind. Okay. Has the Eternatus got Protect? I don't think it has. It hasn't revealed it yet anyway. The Arcanine just comes in on that Frostmoth slot all day anyway. So I could just pull in Kyogre and just kind of cover bases with that Eternatus here. Thank you so much, Bebum. Massively appreciate that, mate. Oh, it's Ho-Oh coming in, not the Arcanine. There's that Protect. Okay, this is all fine. This is alright. Dynamax kind of going to be a little bit annoying. And the Brave Bird, the Max Airstream. But I guess we can put the Ho-Oh down to -1. They don't really have any switch-ins either for the Kyogre here. And I think we just pull the trigger. Let's see what the Eternatus can do. Right, let's see. Are they going to max the whole? It feels like, yes, they are. Max their stream. In the, what is it, the Eterna Cannon or whatever it is? Which the Eternatus is going to chuck out into Kyogre. Paul. Nuat, how you doing, mate? Thanks so much for hopping into the chat, and hope you're having a great evening. Bevan, I'm trying to get those bots and you're already on it, mate. You're already on it. Trigger fingers tonight. Doing so good, mate. Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate it, especially when you're not feeling too good. Dynamax Cannon, that's the one. Okay. Dynamax Cannon into Zacian. I mean, you're covering the switch, so I can't really say too much. But again, this is where I would like to have something like Parting Shot again. I think, like, I do miss it. I do miss the Parting Shot on NC. Weakness Policy, awesome. Not ideal. +1. Horror and Lugia are the legends I wish they would buff or give a rework to such great designs, but most underwhelming. Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. They are really good. I love them as legend. I think they're great Pokemon, but yeah, they like, they just need that little bit. Like, Lugia is so whiffy with its damage. It's like a tank. They're both tanky. Like, Horror's a lot better, like, offensively, I feel, than Lugia. But Lugia, they're so cool, both of them. I really love both as legendaries, but they just never seem to see much play, unfortunately, which is not great. But this Horror is doing alright in this position. Know what? Don't play Pokemon now. Play Yu-Gi-Oh! Nice, mate. Love Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't really understand the competitive game. Watch the anime, of course, and that probably really insults you, so I apologize if it does. But a big fan of the anime. But yeah, always something I really would have liked to have got into, I think. Oh man, that's rough. This is rough. Didn't expect Eternatus to actually smack the Kyogre so hard there. Okay, the airstream. We can get the Ho-Oh now, which is good. But we've taken so much damage from that cannon. That's nuts. I know it's like double damage, but Life Orb. Eternatus is nasty. DJ Prime, how you doing, mate? I hope you're good. Finally here for a stream. Good to have you here tonight. I hope you're doing good, my friend. Lugia got that big bulk, but yeah, not the greatest. Yeah, that's the thing with it. Like, you can even go weakness policy on it, but it still hits. It's so underwhelming, the damage for like a weakness policy boost, and without the weakness policy, it's just not really doing anything. Okay. Nuat, thank you so much for the sub, mate. Really appreciate it, man. We're in a hot mess of trouble here. Has that Tailwind run out? It has. Okay. So we can Behemoth Blade. Okay, we can 100% the Tailwind's gone, right? Yeah, Tailwind's gone. Tailwind's gone. Okay. Behemoth Blade will get the 100% will get the Eternatus from neutral. And the Frostmoth. They need to try and get the Tailwind up. Yeah. Okay, so we hopefully got this locked. Not 100% got this locked. It becomes a little bit more tricky now, especially against the Arcanine, because we haven't got Sacred Sword or a Fighting type attack. We've literally got Oh, they got the Airstream boost, didn't they? Yeah. Yeah. Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime was pretty fire, but they've never followed the rules of the actual game, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think the rules are like so different to the anime. DJ Prime, maybe if they swap out the base 110 speed and its special attack would be better. I think so, you know. I think like, Lugia doesn't need to necessarily be super fast to work. I think the psychic typing probably doesn't help it too much either. If I'm like 100% like being super honest about it as well. We can still do this. We can still do this. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is kind of hard to get into competitively because something called the ban list. Yeah, and haven't you guys got like an absolutely crazy amount of like cards? Like it's not like Pokemon TCG where there's like a decent rotation where it's like, you know, there's only so many cards within that rotation. I don't know how it works. I could just be talking like complete rubbish. Knew it, never watched the anime. Probably, I don't know. Like the early series was super fire, really good. I don't really watch any of the new stuff, but still so good. Right, that's way too powerful, especially from the earlier sets. Yeah, are the god cards like powerful or not? And it's like Exodia? I know with Exodia you just need to play the 5 cards, don't you? But I don't think it's a very viable strat. Or is it? It may be. Maybe not protected was better. Maybe. I don't know, mate. I don't think either was a bad choice. But yeah. Well, friends, it has been an experience tonight. I've got to give a big shout out to Psycho Shop, who is Japanese player. And I'm just gonna link their YouTube channel in the description below. So if you want to check out their YouTube channel, they don't post like super regularly, but they occasionally do. This is the team. As I say, it's not an exact copy, but this is the team. The move sets, the items are all a replica of what he got #1 on the ladder with for the Mayaz-T. The EVs are slightly different, but if you want to try this team out, it's got some nice ideas in it. I do like the weakness policy Incineroar, but like I said, I think the common theme throughout the night was you get yourself into a good position with Incineroar, and I don't know whether it's because I'm used to playing it with Parting Shot rather than not with Parting Shot, then I do miss the Parting Shot way more, and there's so many positions where I found myself in where I was like, I could just get a Parting Shot off here, and it wasn't really an option. Protect, super nice, and it did come in clutch in a few games. Not really sure on the Landorus set, to be honest. I think without Protect, even though it's got Sash, I think it needs to be used differently, not how I was using it. But all in all, the team was a lot of fun. So there is the rental if you want to try and play it. So we'll be back later in the week. Wednesday night, 7:30 we'll be kicking off, and we'll play Bevham's Kali Ice team. And that should be a lot of fun, because Kali Ice is definitely one of my favorite legendaries. A little bit different from what we've been playing recently as well. So, oh yeah, Poliwrath Ice. Sorry, not Calyrex. We've got to get it right. And Nuat and Exodia is dog. Brilliant. I thought it might be, you know, the Inkling. Yeah. But thank you so much to everyone that's come out tonight and support the stream and hung out and chatted and caught up, because it's been super nice chill stream. Results haven't went super well tonight, but I mean, it's how it goes sometimes. We'll brush ourselves down, we'll come back, we'll get fired up for our next one, and we'll do a lot better. Sparkle, how are you doing? Huge fan of your channel. Thank you so much, Sparkle, and thank you so much for coming into the stream as well. I'm sorry that you're coming in right at the end as I'm finishing. I would have streamed a bit longer tonight, but I do have, it's actually a project that I'll be working on for content going on right now, and I'm a little bit late for it anyway, so that's why I've got to go. But it will be exciting content, so hopefully I'll let you know about it when it does drop, because I'm sure it's going to be something you're all interested in, or at least I hope it is. So yeah, but thank you so much, friends, and I hope to see you Wednesday night, and just have a great day, rest of your day now, evening, whatever time it is where you are, and make sure you take care of yourselves and have a fantastic Tuesday, and I'll hopefully see you all on Wednesday. So until then, friends, take care of yourselves. I'll not keep you any longer, and I will promise to work out the raid system, the redirect for Wednesday, and we'll redirect to somewhere else and do that. So have a good one, friends. Take care of yourselves. Thank you as always, and I'll see you all on Wednesday. Big love, friends. Take care. Bye bye.